Hello everybody, good afternoon, Rose here. So today I am doing a react to one of Foodie Beauty's deleted lives, and this one is called Beezin. And I would like to give special thanks and credit to the channel What's Happening for posting this very short, condensed version of this live stream. Thank you very much. What's happening? I will be posting a link for your original video in the description for anyone who wants to check out your channel. And I do encourage everyone to do so and give them some love because they took a great big live and they condensed it down to the most important parts, which I appreciate. Because as we all know, I've got things to do. I know all of you have things to do. Ain't nobody got time for 6 to 9 hours worth of live. So I always appreciate the highlight reel channels such as What's Happening and Just Saying, Malarkey Meter. I appreciate all of you guys for the hard work that you put in, all the time that you put in, capturing all this stuff and editing it down. Because in situations like this, when I've got things to do today, I cannot sit there and go through every single minute of Foodie's lives. So thank you very much, What's Happening. So, What's Happening posted this clip from the deleted live. Beezin, and it seems like it's pretty shocking based on the thumbnail that What's Happening did for the clip, some of the things that were said. So I'm going to go ahead and react to it, and like I said, after this is over, please make sure to give some love, like, and comments to What's Happening's original video. Show how much we appreciate it over here. So let's get to y'all.
This guy, too many red flags that I'm now noticing, and I did sleep with him once. I regret that because I felt like he was, I don't know, he was good at waiting. Like the first few times I met up with him, we just like talked and hung out and had a good time, laughed. We talked for like a few hours. And he never pushed me to do anything. It just kind of like happened, but like he was kind of pushed. Like he was and he wasn't. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like men are like that though. A lot of them just want sex all the time. I'm not having a date. You're probably watching this actually. Okay, if you're watching, I just have to say something to you because I don't feel bad. Alright, so if you're watching, I just want to say that I thought you were very nice and that you were very cute. And I had a good time with you, but I'm a beezer! I'm a beezer! And I just have to focus on myself right now. And yeah, so. And I want to experience many different wieners and not just one.
See, that's disgusting. So she's meeting up with a guy, or a guy wants to get to know her. And she's like, I want many different men at once. Who are the other men? And Foodie, you're always trying to put out this vibe that you're so desired by men that you always have several men chasing you, but there's no evidence to back that up as it being true. I don't think you have a bunch of men chasing you, because if you did, why are you so focused on nadar? If you have all kinds of different options, why are you so fixated on nadar, and why can't you let nadar go? I think the reason why you're so fixated on nadar is because there are no other options, because there's nobody else chasing you. I mean, if I were a woman and I had options beyond an abusive crackhead, I think I would be looking into them. I think you make up different people. These imaginary men, that's all they are, is just figments of your imagination. These men that are supposed to be chasing you, that have so much going on for them. If you had the option to be with anybody who's even halfway decent, you would not be running after nadar, paying his phone bill, paying for his rent, buying his groceries, editing his videos, making his thumbnails, making trips back and forth to Montreal to Ottawa, wasting your gas. You don't do that if you're a woman with options. You just don't do that. But you saying, oh, I want many penises in my life. Woman, you are almost 40 years old. Do you understand? You're almost 40. You're middle-aged. There's nothing wrong with being middle-aged. I know you'd look at somebody like me, I'm 51, and you would say, I'm ancient. But even at 51, being in better health than you, I'm not running around looking for many penises to make me happy, or to validate how much I'm worth, or to prove that I'm a woman. I don't need all that to be a woman. I can just be a woman and take care of myself. And it's so sad to see that you're still stuck in that mindset of you need attention from everybody, and you need to be desired by everyone to feel like you've got some worth.
I'm getting gross. Another relationship. Ew, disgusting. Actually makes me want to friggin' throw up inside. No. Now that claustrophobia. I was getting friggin' scared. I was getting freaked out. That's never happened to me before. I've never felt like, ew, with a guy. Wow, I am growing.
You know, she says she doesn't want a relationship, and yet she's obsessed with the idea of Nader and having a relationship with him. And I think if she's got any fear of a relationship, it comes from the fact that if she's in a relationship, she's going to have to behave herself. She cannot go hog wild like she's been doing on her own. Remember when she was with BB? She had to act like a halfway decent human being with BB. She couldn't engross in all of her bad habits and gross behaviors around BB. She had to behave herself. And she knows if she got into a relationship that was halfway decent with a decent man, she couldn't act the way that she's acting now. So I don't think it's a fear of a relationship that makes her afraid. It's the fact that she knows if she's with somebody, she's going to have to behave and she's going to have to improve herself and hold herself to a certain standard.
What were the red flags? Pushy, like about like saying he wanted to move in, and just like too fast, like too fast. And also now I'm having a crush on a guy from Algeria who I'm talking to, who is kind of pushy still too. Oh yeah, he's the one who's like, so are you seeing somebody or no? But he's still hot, so I'm probably gonna still like meet him anyways.
What is it with these men that you choose, Foodie, that are so far away from you? I think you purposely do that. You pick men that are far, far, far away from you. There's no chance that they'll ever meet them, so that maybe you can catfish them a little bit and send them edited pictures, and they'll never know who you really are. And if this guy is asking you if you're in a relationship, maybe it's somebody that they're looking for a relationship. So they're wondering, am I wasting my time here or not? Am I pursuing somebody that's already interested in somebody? Because if I am, maybe I need to cut things off. I mean, if you're somebody single and you're looking for a potential partner, you don't want to waste your time on somebody who's already spoken for, or they're fixated on somebody, and you're fixated on Nader.
And good old pump and dump. I'm just joking. How do I lead him on because he gives me money? Did I ask him to, poop a fart? Was there one fucking message in my DMs that said asked him for money? Actually, I remember seeing a message offering to give him some of his money back. So can it?
No, not that I saw that you asked him for money. But then again, there were lots of other messages that you blurred out. So we're all wondering what was being said in those blurred messages that you got rid of. You did not ask him for money in the messages, Foodie, but I did see the clips and I reacted to them where you were saying things to keep him on the hook. You're playing with his feelings a little bit. And I just reacted to S-Jam. He strikes me as somebody that he's a bit lonely. He's a bit obsessive like you. And you were saying some very emotionally charged things. And I'm a cam model, Foodie. And one of the big no-nos for camming is don't lead people on. Don't say emotional things to people. Don't say emotionally charged things. You were saying emotionally charged things. Like, maybe I should marry S-Jam. Maybe I should marry one of my Beezers. You were leading him on a bit. You were saying some emotional things to him a little bit. And he's about as thirsty as you. And a little bit of something means a whole lot to somebody like S-Jam. He was calling you repeatedly and you didn't make him stop. Because you knew if you told him to stop, the money would stop. So you were keeping him on the hook. You never told him to stop calling you. You never told him to stop sending you money. You kept it going purposely so that you could line your pockets.
Moron. In the bathroom tonight, I think. I'm just in a no-nonsense kind of mood, I guess. Please keep alert. Yeah. Is he, like, still in Ottawa? How do I take money? I didn't take money. And I didn't talk to him. I, like, randomly sent, like, a few messages. So, no. I'm not going to feel guilt in any way. Absolutely not through the part. So, your point is stupid. People giving me super chats is not me taking their money.
I think it is. People are paying you money for what? For what? What are you offering in return? What do they get in return for sending those super chats? What do they get in return for paying their VIB memberships or for the postcard club? Which I will continue to scream about this. It doesn't make sense to have a postcard club when you're not going anywhere, Foodie. You've collected quite a bit of money off that postcard club and you're going nowhere. So why have it up? You are ripping people off. You are scamming people because they tune in to find some kind of interesting content and you absolutely refuse to give it. All you do is talk about nadar and obsess over nadar and eat and fart and act gross. That's not good content. But you stick with it despite the fact that people are screaming at you to stop. The reactors are over it. The viewers are over it. And there's been lots of people coming to my channel, at least, and I'm sure there are a few other channels as well, that no matter how interesting or wonderful or creative the reactors are, and there's lots of creative, wonderful people in this community, they do their best with your content. They do their absolute best to keep everybody engaged, to keep them interested, to cut out the garbage. There's only so much we can do. A lot of people are saying, I like you as a reactor, but I just can't watch food anymore. It's too monotonous. And I understand. I don't feel anything bad for those people. I totally get where they're coming from. But you should rename your channel to the Nadar Obsession channel because that's really what it is anymore. But you're taking money and you're not giving anything back. Nothing. You come on camera sometimes in the same clothes you've worn for days, doing the same thing you've done for the last few days. It's always the same. Going to Starbucks, going to BK for a nashi, talking about nadar, raging with nadar, raging at Didi. What else is there? Cat deflection here and there. That's all it is.
Public figure. The super chat is there for.
Excuse me, what did you say? Let me back that up. Let me back that up.
People giving me super chats is not me taking their money. I'm a public figure.
What? You said what? Ma'am, I would tell you to have a seat, but you're already sitting down. You are not a public figure. You are someone on YouTube with a channel. Maybe you have more subscribers than some, but you're not a public figure. If you went out in public, you would not be swarmed with reporters and people taking your picture and have tons of fans walking up to you and saying, can you sign my autograph? No, that's not you. You are someone on YouTube that you occupy a very small niche market on YouTube. That's it. That's all. You are not the celebrity that you wish you were. If you're a public figure, why are you so broke? Why are you so broke? You take out payday loans. You borrow money from family members, Miss Public Figure. If you're so known, if you're such a big deal, why are you over there borrowing money?
The super chat is there for anyone to use. If he's under the wrong impression, why am I responsible for what he does? I don't know. I think I've just been so fucked over by them that that anger is. I try not to let it affect me, but how did you pay him? Just anything, like anything, e-transfer mostly, or I don't know. He just felt it's the entitlement. Like he just assumed, like when he needed cigarettes, he would just message me, "I need cigarettes. I need cigarettes." Okay.
And yeah, you're one to talk about entitlement, Miss making $10,000 a month, and you had the audacity that during a time of that big storm in your area, you had the audacity to literally e-beg in a community post asking people to send what they could. And that very same night, literally right after you posted e-begging, you got a bunch of money from somebody and you drove to Natter's and you hung out with Natter. You went out and partied with Natter. You were telling people in your community post, oh, the electricity is out and Pizza and I have to take the cats to a motel room. Send whatever you can. You didn't go to a motel room and you didn't refund people the money that they sent you. You took it and you partied on it. You make more money than the people that watch you. But despite the fact that you make the money that you do, you feel entitled to other people's money. And let me bring this to everybody's attention. Something that Foodie said. She said, my money is in your pocket. Tell me that that doesn't sound entitled.
Not even, can you please buy me some cigarettes, please? I love you. But not even that, just like just assuming I'll always buy your cigarettes. I see how bad, I see how fucked up that is now. I see how how a grown adult should not be relying on another grown adult like that. Like that's taking advantage. That's taking fucking advantage. Like you should be trying. If this person cared about me in any way, they would not be using me. If this
Well, why don't you keep that same energy with Pete's in the house? Look, I know you screwed him over. You left him in debt. I don't know how much debt. I am not privy to that information, but you left him in financial ruin. And if Pete's is staying with you and not working on purpose, just so he can kind of get some of back of what you owe him, I understand that mentality, although I don't think it's healthy because the longer he stays with you and the longer he goes without a job, the more he's setting himself up for something that might happen if something happens to you. But why don't you keep that same energy with Pete's in the house? You got a problem with somebody around you that you're supporting, but yet you're supporting Pete's too. You should keep that same energy with everybody around you, not just selectively. You should be encouraging Pete's to go out and get a job and get out into the world and stand on his own 2 feet. But you're not about that love life. You're about that need life. You want people to need you because if they need you, they can't walk away. They can't escape from you unless you let them go or they kick you out. You don't want someone to have the option to say, I'm done with you, Chantal, go away. So you're all about that make somebody need me life. Make someone depend on me life.
this person loved me, he would not be using me. And Dee Dee, I am so fucking sorry to tell you, he's using you, honey. So you can sit there looking all smart with your fucking brow bone, thinking, and send me all the Selena Gomez songs you want, honey. He was just trying to move out with me, so he's using you. Plain and simple. What's different now? I don't know. I guess I'm seeing shit I didn't see before now. That's the difference. And I really did look like a dumb simp, just, okay, like, yeah, sure. I used to like, oh, he wants something from me. He wants cigarettes from me. I swear to God, I would get a little bit excited. What can I do for him? What can I do for him? What can I do for him? And Dee Dee's the same way. Every time I'd be there, she's shuffling around. You can hear her shuffling in the background now, probably. Shuffling around, making sure he has a lighter. Doesn't even need to ask for a lighter. Do you know why I like Dee Dee? Hey, Dee Dee, when's my probation appointment? You know what? You know why I don't write down your fucking appointment? because it's your responsibility, your probation appointment. You are a 40-year-old man. Do it yourself.
So why don't you let him take care of the responsibility? You were the idiot running him around to all of his appointments. You were the idiot running around to get his groceries, paying his bills, paying his phone bill. You're still paying his phone bill. If you're all about this life of he's a grown man, he should take care of himself, then cut him off. Stop paying for his stuff. Stop running back and forth to Montreal to buy him food and edit his videos and film his videos and do his thumbnails and doing all that. You're right, he's a grown man, he should do it himself. But you like the fact that he asks you for things because in your mind that equates to he needs me and he wants to see me and he cares about me. No, he cares about what you can do for him, what he can get done because of you. That's all he cares about. That's all he's ever cared about.
Fucking called me once. He fucking texted me once. Yeah, I need $150. And I was like, for what? He's like, can you send me $150? He's like, I'm at work with my boss and we're at the hardware store and we need some supplies for a job. And I was like, so why can't your boss pay for it? He's like, he needs to borrow from me just for now and then I'm going to pay him back.
Yeah, what job? What job is she talking about? Nadar's never worked. That don't even make sense. And it doesn't make sense that even if, say, on a devil's whim, he had a job. So your boss is there at the hardware store with you. Where's his money? If he's the boss, shouldn't he have money?
Or something like that. He just used to always give me stupid excuses like that. So I'm just like thinking of all these things, and every time I'm like, how fucking stupid was I? Do you know what I mean? Like, I hope she's getting some, because if she's not and she's doing all that for him and having to put up with me fucking in her bed and everything else and having to put up with all my shit for him, I would be livid. Like, I would lose my mind. I would lose my mind.
You're already losing your mind. It's so ridiculous. The two of you idiot women fighting over a crackhead. This whole situation is insane. So which is it? You got two idiot women fighting over a crackhead, or are all three of you in cahoots because you guys get along much more than you claim on camera? I mean, because some of the things that all of you say just don't add up. You can't keep your story straight. One minute you all say we hate each other and Chantal sucks and Nader sucks and Dee Dee sucks. But then we find out later the three of you had a threesome. All of you three people that claim to hate each other, you're having a threesome. The most intimate thing you can do with a person, have sex. You guys are having sex.
And like, you don't get it. Like, he wouldn't just deny sleeping with Dee. He would try to make me feel crazy for even suggesting that. Like even like be like, do you know what I mean?
No.
So
we don't.
No more green bean. That's another thing. You gave me gonorrhea. You gave me an STD. That's like the most. That's one of the most horrific things you can ever do to somebody. That's the most violating thing. No, that's not the. That's one of the most violating things you can do to somebody. And it's like, he won't admit that. Prove it.
So allegedly he gave you an STD, but yet even after that you continue to support him, paying his rent, paying his bills, buying him groceries, running back and forth to Montreal when he moved there. So apparently you're okay with him giving you an STD, and you'll still be okay with him if he gives you another one and another one and another one. You're okay with him no matter what he does to you.
How can you, like, that's one of those situations that, like, it wasn't me, so it has to be you, like, so it's traumatic. It is very traumatic. I feel very traumatized, like I do in a lot of ways.
Yeah, you're sure acting like you've been traumatized. Running back and forth to the person and the situation that traumatized you. Yeah, no, you're not that traumatized. Because when you're traumatized by something, you stay away from something. You avoid whatever it is that made you traumatized.
Still haven't even processed. So, and I definitely think, like, just that horrible emotional. I mean, like, before Cuba, like right before Cuba, I was just with them that weekend, and then every time I see him, it's like fucking intoxicates me all over again. It's like ripping a fucking scab off every time.
And she says this, and yet one of the streams she did last night, she watched Nader on her live stream. She watched him. This person that she says traumatized her. Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. But yet you continue to watch him.
And it was the weekend that I had the threesome with them. So of course I'm gonna be like, oh fuck man, I was insane. I fucking hate it so much. So the person you see on that video is so fucking different behind the camera. It really is.
I'm just gonna call it. The threesome that she's talking about, it didn't just happen one time, it happened twice. Twice. It was so bad, but yet she did it twice. Twice, Chantal. And I'm just going to call you on your bullshit right now. If you did a threesome with Didi and Nader, either A, you were completely okay with it, and you're just spinning in a whole different narrative right here, or B, maybe on the inside you weren't okay with it, but you did it because it meant that you could be close to Nader. That's what I believe. I believe that you're one of those women that you want to be close to a man so bad you'll do whatever it is you need to do to be close to him. If being with another woman is what you have to do to have sex with a man, you'll do it. If you like that man. You strike me as that type.
You really do. And Dee too. She's such a liar. You're a snake. Lying snake. We saw each other. He lied to me. Like, I called him. Dee was probably there the whole time. And he's like, she's gone, she's gone. He blamed me for everything. All he did was blame me for going to the cops. All he did was blame me for going to the cops and doing the report. Can't believe you would do that. I can't believe you would do that. As if I was he accused me as if I was lying about it. Like not even like taking any responsibility at all for hurting me in any way. He didn't make me he didn't force me to do an alibi for me at all. Because I did see, I did tell the truth about that. I was there that day. Unless I confused the days up, but I had like I did see him. Like, I don't remember like the timeline now, but that's another thing though. He did lie to me about that. He didn't tell me that he went to see her at the hotel. He never told me that ever until recently. He never fucking told me that. So when I heard that, I was like, what? Oh yeah, I was like, another thing I just brushed under the fucking rug. Like really, I should have been like, why the fuck would you do that? I don't know how Dudu manages to keep a full-time job with such a demanding side gig. Charlotte, like literally, like she'll be up till like 3 in the morning dealing with his shit. There's no way they're not sleeping together. That's so fucking stupid. It's so exhausting supporting him in every way. He just takes. He's draining.
So why do you keep doing it then? If it's so exhausting, why do you keep doing it? What are you getting out of this? The fact that you can still continue to talk about Nader on your channel and make money. Girl, obviously you're not making as much money as you used to with this because people are so over it. You might as well stop.
Did you shave your head? No. Shave my head because I'm losing my hair. But I did find that weird that she did shave her head too. I was like, what? Having hate in your heart, there's nothing but hurt yourself. Yeah, it's true, I know. But it takes time. Feelings are valid.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. He's sleeping with multiple people, not just Dee. Of course. The pregnancy test wasn't Dee's. Mm-hmm. He's not getting a fucking another ounce of my energy, dime, nothing. And I just really cared and thought I loved him so much that I decided and I just overlooked everything, I guess. Just a lot of it I couldn't see, I guess. I just really.
You could see it, you just didn't want to see it. You had everybody on the internet telling you the truth, telling you this guy's a scammer, he's a grifter, get away. You didn't want to hear it. You don't want to hear anybody telling you the truth. You block and rage on people who tell you the truth. And everybody else giving their, take on everything, and you just did not want to hear it. But I think the main reason why you're so infatuated with Nader is because the two of you are exactly the same. You're both grifters and scammers. You grift and scam your audience. He grifts and scams his audience and women. You're both about that blackmailing, doxing life. I mean, you're a lot alike. And I think on that level, you do get along and you understand each other. And if you had a normal, decent man in your life, they would not understand that nor put up with that.
Or chose not to, I don't know. But if there's any lessons we learned, do you remember all those red flags at the beginning? Look what they become. No, I'm not the woman on the porch. I'm me. I'm not a homeless, drug addicted person who.
No, you're not the woman on the porch. You're the woman in the villa, sitting at your kitchen island, crying and screaming and yelling about Natter. So just because she was on a porch and you're in your house, you're the same.
Just got discarded by him. I left him. I decided not to get the apartment.
No, no, no. You didn't leave him. He just don't want to see you. Because trust me, if he were saying all the right words and all the right order, you'd be over there right now.
I cut him off. I blocked him first.
You didn't block him. In those drunk live streams, you were calling his phone. Just the other night, just last night, you were watching his stream and reacting to him while he was reacting to you. You are not done.
That's why he's stressed out. That's why he looks so skinny. That's the truth. I'm taking my power back. I'm loving myself. They're always trash. That's all that she does. She hates herself. She's an alcoholic. She has to be drunk to live with him. You kidding? I had to be high all the time. I had to be on drugs. I had to be fucking hammered. But you're back better than ever. The Aries way. You make boundaries for yourself.
You know what? I'm sure that anybody out there who might be an Aries, they don't claim you. You are a shame to the Aries people. A shame. I'm sure they don't act the way that you do, Chantal. You like to, toot your horn about being an Aries, but I don't think any other Aries person would want to know you.
So keep knowing yourself and chat with him openly about how you feel. No, I won't be chatting openly with him about anything. Okay, he doesn't deserve any chats anymore. This wasn't a normal relationship. He was abusive and he abused me, and he continues to be a piece of shit and lie about me online, and I'm done with him. And I don't feel bad saying I was abused by him, because I was, and that's his actions. It's not my.
You were not abused by him. You were not abused by him. And I wish you would stop saying he abused you. Because you kept running back and forth to his house over and over again, despite all the DV and SA claims, you kept running back. Ma'am, you're talking to somebody who's actually been through DV and SA multiple times. And I'm looking dead at you. And I'm looking right through you. You've not been through DV. You've not been through SA. I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling it. People who've been through DV don't taunt their abusers repeatedly. I've seen you around Natter. You don't look scared when you're around him. For someone who's been through DV, you run back and forth to your abuser even to this day. Sitting there watching his live streams, calling his phone. You fucking kidding me? People who've been through DV and SA cannot get online on a live streams I might add, for hours, talking about their experiences. They just can't do that. Women who've been through SA are not going to get on fucking YouTube and run around half naked in front of strangers, ma'am. So you would know all that if you've not been through it. That's why I say you haven't been through any of that. You're a fucking liar. And I think it's horrible that you bring up things like DV and SA. You do it on purpose because you're looking to trauma bond with the people in your audience, people who've been through those things for real. What you're doing by bringing that shit up is you are walking up to those people, taking a knife, and cutting open those old scars they have from things they've been through and saying, bleed for me because I want that blood to turn into dollar bills. By triggering people, by talking about that, you hope that they're going to sympathize with you and feel like they got something in common with you, and they'll give you some super chats. And trust me, you made a lot of money by doing that to people. And you're still not done. You still refuse to shut your mouth about it. And you need to. If there's any kind of decency in you, you will shut your mouth. You made enough money off those things, way more than you should, way more than you deserve. You need to shut up. Zip it. You ain't been through nothing. Whatever happened between you and Natter was consensual. I remember those live streams where you came home with bruises. You showed off your bruises, which points to consensual play. People who've been through DV, they're not going to show off their bruises like that. They hide them. They don't show them off to people. See, this is all shit that you don't know because you've never been through those things. You don't know what it is to be someone who's been through DV and SA and how the normal behaviors after it's over or while it's going on. But I do. Shut your mouth, Chantal. Stop talking about DV and SA. You have no idea what it's like.
My responsibility for his online reputation. No, I'm not whining about him. I'm processing the ending of an abusive relationship with him. And they are probably miserable behind the scenes, I'd imagine. Especially the way I left it last time, she was ready to kick him out. So you get greened out all the time when you're at home. Yeah, no, yesterday, yeah, but I'm gonna try not to forgive him. No, he didn't change. I thought he changed. Doesn't last long. Like, he smacked me for ordering the wrong food. Like, how the fuck did I just overlook that? While he was like, he did that to me while I wasn't supposed to see him. How in the fuck? And I'm not lying about
And you went back. So allegedly he hit you and you went back. This person smacked you. And you continue to watch his live streams to this day. If he goes live, then you want to watch the live while you're live streaming. Or if he goes to live stream, you'll cut off your live to go watch him. I'm sorry. No. No. How could somebody smack you like that, allegedly, and you want to watch their live streams? You want to talk to them. You want to know what they're doing. No.
I've been hiding stuff for him. I'm not protecting him anymore. I'm never going to protect him again. He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it. No, Olivia, I'm not walking it back. It's just done. Why would I want to go back and be abused again? Back to an abusive relationship. I still remember when he slapped your arm. Do you remember how bruised my boobs were? That was like rough sex, but that was really rough. He was like, smack.
Chantal, rough sex is rough sex. Rough sex can be consensual. Abuse is different. Whole different category. I remember what you're talking about. You came home and showed your bruises. You were proud of those bruises. You were proud of them. You showed them off. That is consensual rough sex. That's not abuse, though. You like to bring up abuse when it suits what your mood is. You flip-flop too much. One minute you're okay with what's going on. The next minute you're turning it around and saying it's abusive. You can't do that. Either it's abusive or not. Either consensual or not. You cannot flip the narrative depending on if you're mad at him or not. It's either one or the other. Pick a fucking lane already. Stop triggering people.
Backing the fuck out of them, like wailing on them. Remember that I showed you guys at the beginning? Yeah, I didn't value myself enough. I had a lot of soul searching to do. And like I said, when I went to Cuba, a lot of things changed for me there. I'm glad I fucking went. I did find God there. I did.
Stop. Just stop. You didn't find anything there except for someone to give your laptop to for party favors. That's all you found. You were there, and half the time you were having a meltdown about nadar and getting drunk and acting ridiculous. You didn't find God in Cuba. Even after you came back from Cuba, you were still the same person you were before you went. So if you found God in Cuba, what happened? Did you lose him? Is he hiding under the bed? And did you throw him away in the trash? Where'd he go? You came back from Cuba after making all those promises. I'm not going to do edibles. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. You came back and continued to act ridiculous and get drunk and act a fool and be offensive. You found nothing in Cuba. Everybody was hoping you would. Everybody was hoping that you would come back with a different point of view. You didn't. You were twice as bad as you once were.
I know. Just earlier today, I was remembering the good times. I know. But there's so many disgusting things he's done. Just disgusting. And I'm not hiding them anymore for him. Honeymoon's over. I don't feel romantic towards him now. Just talking about it now, too. Just like, I don't know. I think it just affected me a lot more than I just thought, you know? Actually, the payday cycle is actually kind of reversed. Do you want to know the truth about the payday cycle? Because you guys have it really wrong. I'm like, should I talk about that? Or I just kind of let people think what they want, but usually it's me that ends up running out of money from like just like supporting three people for a whole pay cycle. And then I just
Wait, 3 people. She said 3. Is that including her or excluding her? She got herself, she got Pete's, she got Natter. Or is she meaning outside of her and Pete's? Like Pete, like, is she saying herself, Dee Dee and Natter? Although Dee Dee is connected to Natter. She's actually supporting herself, Pete's, Natter, and Dee Dee. 4 people, Chantal, 4.
just don't, or I guess just get stressed out with him because of that. And I get like, what am I doing this for? I'm like running out of money for him. And then I just don't want to fucking fuck with him for like until I get paid again. So I just like kind of like just leave and like just do my own thing. I can't leave, even afford to spend a whole fucking month with him. Like, so I just kind of like, yeah. But yeah, that's exactly right. Holy shit. Yeah. That is the payday cycle we're talking about. Oh my god. No. He doesn't disappear. I disappear. Yeah. But not just him. It's a bad mixture because I'm also bad with money. Like I have a spending problem and so does he. And then I also have Pete, like, you know, it's like a lot of pressure supporting 2 people. So, yeah. But
Yeah, you're supposed to be a boss bitch, but how are you a boss bitch if you're supporting all these people? Can't you tell those people, hey, it's time for you to get a job? You know, the Bank of Chantal is closed and it's going to start closing. Go out and get a job, make your own money. That's what a boss bitch would do. Tell all the people that got their hand out to stop putting their hand out, take that hand, put a pencil in it, and fill out some employment forms. Go get a job. You're a boss bitch, but yet you're not handling yourself like a boss. You're being a mooch on YouTube, supporting a bunch of other moochers. Show you're a boss bitch. Tell all the people around you that you're supporting to go get a fucking job. Start working. Make their own money.
he's already Miko. He's already living with somebody. Don't you get it? So if he wanted to be in a relationship with Dee Dee, he's already in her home. So that doesn't make fucking sense. If he doesn't want to be with me and he needs me for money, he's already with somebody who has money, who's taking care of him.
Hey, stupid. Let me clue you in. This guy's an opportunist. He's got Dee Dee for the free room and board. He's got you for the extra money. Wake up. He's not stupid. If he can get money out of you, he's going to get money out of you. If he can use Dee Dee for a place to live, he's going to use her for a place to live because the 2 of you morons put up with it.
Lives there. So if they want to be together, they're already together. So that doesn't make any sense. You're not making sense. Just say what it is. Just stop trying. Like, I know you hate me and you think nobody will ever like me, but
Nobody ever
I think
will.
he did want to be in a relationship. But yes,
Nope.
I think I did feel used. He was using me. But I also think, okay, maybe we'll be in a relationship. Like, I don't think he loved me the same way. I don't think he's capable of loving people that way. But he wanted to control me. He wanted
He wanted to control you because he wanted to control your money. If he controlled you, that means he can control more of the money. It's not about you, Chantal. It's about what you have access to that he doesn't have. Trust me. If that man had big money, he wouldn't want nothing to do with you. If he had your income, he would not even answer your calls. Because he doesn't have that income, he'll answer your calls and he'll put up with all of you for a short period of time.
wanted me to sign a contract. You want to be my sub. Like every
Wait, what? What? Hold up.
of loving people that way. But he wanted to control me. He wanted me to sign a contract. You want to be my sub. Like
Stop right there. Oh, Stop right there. What have I been saying for months, everybody? All of you rosebuds on my channel, what have I been saying? What have I been saying? What have I been saying? There it is. There it is. She just confirmed it. What have I been saying, y'all? That her and Nader have some sort of weird, twisted BDSM relationship, that she has been acting submissive to him, that there's some sort of weird thing going on between them. I've said it. She just said it. She just said it. She was calling him Dom, acting submissive to him. He wanted her to sign a contract to be his sub. There it is. So there was some sort of relationship going on between those two. Some sort of agreement. Nobody knew the details of it, but she just said it. So how stupid am I? Okay? I saw through that. Called it out. Called it all the way out. I've been telling y'all. I've been saying it. I've also said I think that there's elements of financial domination going on between those two, because in financial domination, the person who is some more the submissive, they pay the other person and they really don't get a whole lot back. I've been saying that Chantal has a humiliation, degradation fetish. Yes, she does. She's got some fetishes, our girl. And she's been looking for someone to fulfill them. I've said it, that I think Nader is the closest thing to someone who will fulfill her fetishes, and she damn near confirmed it right here. She did say he wanted to sign a contract. But just because they didn't sign a contract doesn't mean she's still not being his submissive. But because she's still giving him money, still taking care of him. There's something going on there, y'all. Yep.
Every time we would try to reconcile, he would be like, "You have to listen to me now. Like you have to do things my way. You have to, like he's very, very, very controlling, and that's what he wanted, and that's just not going to happen with me. Like I'm not that type of person. Yeah, he makes his own money. Like his AdSense and everything goes to him, like an actual contract that he can control everything I like do. yes, he wanted that. Yeah, I don't know, like yes, kind of like a 50 Shades of Beige. Yeah.
Again, boom. I've been saying it. Been saying it. She's been trying to live out this demented, twisted, weird 50 Shades of Grey thing with him. Imagining yourself to be like an Anastasia, and he's like with some no money having Christian Grey. I'm telling you, there's something going on there. But I've been saying this stuff for months.
I don't know. She has a contract with him. I don't know anything about them. They're so secretive. That's what literally drives me nuts, and that's why I have nightmares about it to this day.
I think she knows. I think she knows. I think she knows. I mean, she did have sex with him and her. She has a key to Dee Dee's place. I think she knows that maybe Dee Dee might be more of the submissive to Nader. Maybe they do have an agreement. I don't know. But I've been saying, I think that Nader, he likes to make women into his submissives. But because Chantal is more the defiant one, like she doesn't want to be controlled. She wants to do her own thing. She is not the ideal submissive for Nader, but Dee Dee is. And that's why he's living with her and not with Chantal. That's why Chantal will never, ever, ever have him. Because he's not a dom, y'all. He is not a dom. He's not. He's an asshole. I'm sorry. I've known doms in my life. They don't act like him. They don't. A real dom will make you a better person. It's not about it's not about being controlling. It's just not. It's not. She thinks it is, but that's because she's never met a real dom. She's never had that experience. I have, though. He's an asshole, Chantal. Will always be an asshole, Chantal. And just because he's more controlling than you, that doesn't make him a dom. just makes him an asshole. Okay, get that straight. If you educated yourself, you would know the difference a little bit. But you're defiant. You would not make anybody a good sub. You don't know how to listen. You don't. That's why Nana prefers Dee Dee's company and not yours, because she is more the submissive that he's looking for, and you're not. You're just a pay pig. You are his pay pig.
They've literally driven me nuts, I swear. Like, they lie so much to me and they hide so much shit from me, and then she has the nerve to fucking bitch about whenever Nader, like, he lied to her to come, like, with me to Gatineau one day. Like, he wanted to spend, like, the weekend with me. So he lied to her saying he was going to come down for an appointment, and he took an Uber to Gatineau, called me, said he was in Gatineau. I went over, fucking horrible time. No, that time was, we stayed holed up in his place for like 2 days. We were like gone for like 2 days. You're like, you're probably together because they're not together, where they're both not online. Anyone who's trying to invalidate my feelings can fuck off. Most I have to block. Or if he's fucking somebody that he needs a pregnancy test, I don't know where he would have had time. Like, we were together all the time. I guess the moments he really.
Well, you know what? It doesn't take that long to get somebody pregnant, Foodie. It doesn't take that long. And if a man wants to make an opportunity to do the nasty with somebody, they will make the opportunity. They'll make the time. They'll find a way. Okay? You weren't with him all the time, girl. Not all the time. Like I said, it doesn't take that long to do the deed.
He fucked, like, I think he was fucking that girl, and then he, like, must have stopped after a while or something. Yeah. So yeah, my whole point was why, like, she was so mad when she found out he was lying to her about that. And it's like, she was so mad when she called. She was so mad. Like, she's like, he lied to me. You're both playing me. She called him on Messenger. She's like, you're both playing me. And I know, Chantal, you're in bed listening. And that's when she sent me that fucking message. Fuck them both, man. Fuck them both. So why are you lying to Dee Dee then? Like, really? Why do you have to lie to Dee Dee? Exactly. Like, it's so fucked. He's so horrible. He's like the worst person in the whole entire world. I swear to God. I've never met someone so fucking manipulative, liar, abuser, piece of shit.
You mean besides yourself?
It's fantasy. It's for two women just sucking at the same time. Anyway, so I'm sorry. I hate it. Nothing really happened at the hotel. Just more. I don't know. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Like, he would give me shit. He would yell at me and scream at me and give me shit and be abusive while I was trying to, like, for the fact that we couldn't see each other, but he was seeing me. Like, oh my God, he's an idiot. Like, when he called me on Messenger, I'm like, so I can't see you. So what do you want me to do? Like, do you want me to park down the street, park at the Tim Hortons? What do you want me to do? You know? And he was like, I don't know. Like, he would just get mad. Like, he would get mad, like, that he was taking a risk to see me. Like,
he wasn't taking a risk. He's not taking a risk. He's living with a person. She can't kick him out now, even if she wanted to. He's got squatter's rights. He wasn't taking a risk. He never took a risk seeing you. He knows how to talk to you and Dee Dee. He knows what to say. He's a very manipulative person. He knows what to say to calm her down. All he's going to do is tell Dee Dee, look, I'm going to get some money from Chantal later, and, I'll give you some money or do something with you to make it up to you. But my mind is still blown that she actually said on this live stream that Nader wanted her to sign a Dom sub contract. And I've been saying for the longest, show, I think that all this stuff going on her channel, on his channel, I've been saying that it's some public role play between these two. Remember that live stream that I played of her apologizing to him, how she was playing the role as the submissive? It'll look like role play to me. Does it make sense now? Was I wrong? She was trying to say, oh, he may try to make me sign a contract. Yeah, and she just admitted that's what was going on. And I think a lot of the drama that we've seen, when she rages at him and then he gets on camera with her, that's a sort of like public punishment for her misbehaving. She'll act up and he will do exactly what he knows will get to her to punish her. This is all role play. This back and forth between all three of them, this is role play. All of it. All of it.
Why is that my fault? Like, why is it my fault? Like, you're. Oh my god. Anyway, I don't even know what I'm reminiscing about this shit. Obviously, it's just I'm realizing all the ways he's treating me like shit, and then has the nerve to be like, I'm good to you, dude. Nobody should ever put their hands on you. Period, man. What the? He just feels entitled to like smack you. Anyway, he needs to address his abusive behavior. He's a few times.
It's not, listen, if you play with somebody and they give you bruises, and then you're coming home and you're showing off your bruises, like, look what this person did, that's consensual. Obviously, it was consensual because you're not the least bit traumatized or upset about the bruises. You're not trying to hide them. You're showing them off. You cannot say it's abusive when you get mad at them. It's either abusive at the time and later, or it's not.
He's been abusive a few times that I've talked about, so he needs to address that. And me, I need therapy for that. I always thought that he would I did think he loved me. I don't know if he's addicted to drugs, Bonita. Don't live with him, so I don't know his habits. I didn't see him do drugs.
There you go. No, you told us that he's an addict.
Like the first big fight, he was really high on coke. Like, I didn't recognize him.
So he was doing the cola, but you weren't? Really? Chantal, you're going to try to tell the audience that you spent time with him and he was doing the powder, and you didn't do the powder with him? When a long time ago, you confessed that when you were first seeing him, you picked up a used pipe and you smoked from it. A used pipe, somebody's pipe. You didn't even know the person. But he was doing stuff, but you weren't doing it? Come on, girl. And then another live stream that you deleted where you confessed that you bought $3,000 in cola? Really?
But I thought maybe that was okay, like that was the reason, but like no, because he's abusive person.
And not only that, but recently she talks about spending $300 on, I got to be careful with my words, fungi. The Mother Nature fungi variety. The kind that you sometimes put on pizza.
In general. I don't give a shit for your fucking board. I'm processing something that important, that fucking like traumatic that happened.
Yeah, well, don't process it online. Process it somewhere else.
I mean, fuck you, get out of here. Suck my fucking fupa balls, bitch. You go from saying you never saw him do drugs. I mean, right now, as of right now, like in a long time. Like, I haven't seen him.
Then how did you buy the $300 in mushroom pizza? $300 for mushroom pizza? That's a lot of freaking pizza. Like how many, mushrooms do you need? So you haven't seen them lately. How'd you get the other stuff?
Better I clarify that. I feel like you're covering for him. So covering for him by just calling him abusive? How is that? What?
Yeah, you're covering for him because you made this live stream and then you deleted. You deleted all the live streams you did last night. But thanks to what's happening, I can react to this one. And I'm glad I did. For several reasons, including the fact that you confessed that there was a contract between the two of you. He wanted you to sign a contract, which confirms everything I've been saying about you, Chantal. So thank you. And thank you to what's happening for capturing this.
If you don't make sense, I'm going to block you. He's not going to change. That's exactly what I realized, you honey. That's exactly why I'm here right now. Not in an apartment in Montreal. It's one of the reasons.
You're only in your apartment, Chantal, because it's before payday and you're broke. So you know what's happening? You deserve a sub for that. You really do. I'm going to sub to your channel, and I encourage everybody to do the same. To go over to what's happening, check them out, give a like to that video, a comment, give them some love. They deserve it for capturing this live stream to where I can react to it. They really deserve some love. So thank you very much. What's happening? Thank you everybody for watching, and I'm going to go and get some stuff done. Everybody have a great day. Bye-bye.